Pete Conrad was the third person to walk on the moon and the only Princetonian that walked on the moon. I have a number of really interesting documents about Pete from the time that he was here at Princeton, including some letters after he left Princeton, which are really quite interesting. Dave Hazen, Professor Hazen, became close friends with Pete Conrad, and there are letters back and forth between them. The first letter that we have was a few months after Pete graduated Princeton. So I believe it was dated, I think it was November 1953. And he's talking about his fellow pilots. He says, most of them are at mid-air school, formation, where I am now. Formation is fun. Actually, the closer you fly, the easier it is to see the relative motion. Many Princetonians know that there is a flag that went to the moon, the Princeton flag. In our records, we have the letters back and forth from between Pete Conrad and Freddie Fox, who's Princeton's historian. And it tells the story about how the flags got to Pete Conrad for him to take to the moon. Dear Pete, don't worry. We will have the Princeton flags, 12-inch by 18-inch, in your hands by the middle of next month. So this is September, so it's the middle of October. If I have to, and he says, if I have to bring them to Houston myself on my bicycle. And then the last really interesting item in our records is that after he had walked on the moon, our department asked Pete to give our honorific lecture. He declined indirectly through his boss. His boss was Alan Shepard. Alan Shepard was the first American in space on the Mercury mission. And this very respectful letter comes back saying, regretfully, because of NASA's tight training schedule, that Pete would have to decline. A set of records that we have in the department, and it's one that I hope to have preserved at our manuscript library, so that it's not just in my personal files, our departmental files, but it actually gets saved in perpetuity.